All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some football? Because I sure am. I'm Cobra, and I am joined by Keith and Billy from Newt City. Say hello, everyone.
Hey, yo.
All right, classic low interior energy from Billy right there. So week 14 is in the books, and we are headed to week 15. Only 3 weeks are remaining in the NFL play in the NFL. The road to playoffs are here. Oh, we're playoff bound for some teams. Unfortunately, we had to welcome 4 new bodies into Elimination Station. They wrote their names into the Death Note, and that would be the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears, and the Cleveland Browns. Of course, we knew for some of these teams, we knew it was going to happen, but for others, they were holding on for dear life. All right, we're going to eulogize these 4 teams. I am going to go back and forth between. I'm going to go to Billy, Keith, and myself. We're going to pick a team to basically desecrate the bodies with. Billy, I'm starting with you.
Let's start with my team, the Tennessee Titans.
Yep. All right. Even though they were last week, you got to desecrate them. Do it. Light the funeral pyre for him.
What the fuck was that? You lose to fucking Matt Jones? He had a fucking shitty game, and for some reason, Will Levis played even worse than him.
The mayo was left in the sun. The mayo was left in the sun.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Has anybody seen or heard of the movie The Norseman by Robert Eggers? No? Just me?
No, I have. I've seen it.
Well, it's like the funeral. The Tennessee Titans fan base is basically like the funeral scene. And it's just basically all moaning and screaming and death.
Pretty much. It's, if the Tennessee Titans were one thing, they are the people encountering the rumbling from Attack on Titan. They are not the ones doing the rumbling.
But here's the thing. I mean, like, they made great moves. It was on the off season, and it just blew up in their faces.
It's all about cohesion, man. That's it.
I know, but we could punt this. We could punt year 1. It just depends on year 2. That's all. It depends.
Yes. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yes. You said the Cleveland Browns, right?
Correct.
Yeah. What has been right is the question.
Well, I mean, they gambled hard on famous women respecter Deshaun Cosby, aka Deshaun Watson, aka the Sharvey Weinstein. Jeffrey Epstein. I could go on, but I'm not. But you're right.
It just goes to show they didn't do anything worthwhile. So, a lot of people who have totally forgot about them. It's like, they look at their schedule and they go, oh, next week we got the Browns. That's, let's concentrate on the week past that.
Pretty much.
Because, they're marking that one as a win before they even touch them.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially the Yinzers and the Steelers. They're definitely doing that.
Well, the Steelers is walking all over people right now.
For the most part. For the most part. But
what are they? They've won 5 of the last, 5 of their last games in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, I think as our friend of the channel, Your Name Tree would say, the bullshit is real.
No fucking shit. It's the Steelers.
Yep. Yeah, it's the Steelers, and don't remind Ian's or he'll get crazy. He's kind of, I think he's about 3 or 4 beers deep right now. Right. And but before we get away from Elimination Station, and we are in the midst of the college football playoffs, since the regular playoffs have happened. The Army-Navy game, an American tradition, did happen. And congrats to the Navy midshipmen for defeating the Army Black Knights 31-13.
Yeah. Well, Cobra is saying that, we also have another thing going on. It's basically the Heisman ceremony.
Oh yeah, nice. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Billy. And also we had another thing happen as well. Probably one of the worst things to happen to Marshall since Southern Airways Flight 932, and that is they had to withdraw from the Independence Bowl due to about 25 players entering the transfer portal. I want to say it's 25. Am I kind of right about that?
I think you're correct about that.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't blame the student body. I don't blame the Marshall players for going after a better opportunity. At certain schools. I don't blame them because, let's face it, the NCAA has been profiting off student athletes for decades now. And now that NIL opportunities are available for students, it's just, an inevitability.
Sorry, that was towards Marshall, not you guys.
Nice soundbite. But more to the point, it's kind of fascinating to me that we actually had a Kat talk about this earlier, not on the podcast itself, but she was on the Facebook group chat for the Social Sports Pad Network, and she argued that NIL is the worst thing to happen to college football. I'm like, well, the NCAA had been profiting off of the student athletes for years. This was an inevitability that was going to happen. Let's call a spade here. Something was going to give in that situation with, the video games and, all the money opportunities, especially when students go down with injury. And Ryan has entered the chat. Hey, Ryan.
Hello. So did we start early? Because
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We started a little early. But, we are currently talking on the round table. We're on the round table. We're talking Marshall right now.
Okay, certainly would have been nice to know that we were starting early after.
Sorry,
the last 4
I
weeks
did
in a
say
row.
I did say that Keith and I were here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I saw that you guys were in here. Usually we have 2-3 people chatting before the podcast actually starts.
Sorry about that.
Well, here's the thing. I was diving into conspiracy theories, so I wanted to start the episode early.
Yep, that Billy was trying to avoid getting stuck in his own head. So
yeah, quite literally, we haven't started on time for a month and a half now.
No, we have not. And
I
blame that entirely on freaking. I blame that on everything. All right.
Just blame it on New Jersey. Just blame it on New Jersey, a state that doesn't exist.
Yep.
And a team that has terrible football teams.
Valid.
And
Especially because they have the Jets.
Well, here's the thing. Any state that has new, except for New York and New Mexico, it just does not exist.
No.
It's a mirage. It's a mirage.
It's a mirage. Okay.
It's a mirage. It's a mirage just like my sex life.
Hey. Okay. I know. I get it. Hey, you'll have time, Grasshopper. Anywho, Ryan, now that we're on you, it's like I said, we were talking about Marshall and how 25 student athletes have entered the transfer portal and it forced Marshall to exit the Independence Bowl. I need to know your opinion. Before we move on to the next segment.
I mean, I pretty much typed it out in the in our group chat beforehand, but I'll say it here for the podcast. I think ultimately the problem with the transfer portal, and obviously it's one of the most controversial parts of college football right now, I think it ultimately should be limited down one so that there isn't so much movement to where a college player has 8 different colleges on their resume by the end of their 4 years. But also, I think it should be limited to you get one transfer due to it's just not the right fit. And then the only other reasons to transfer would be due to, say, a change of head coach, because to some of these students, the head coach matters way more than the name on the jersey.
Well, it's either that or basically closer to home.
Yeah, but for example, if you were let's say you were at Alabama and Saban retires, I could see you not wanting to stay at Alabama because the guy you were there for left.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, that's where the one additional transfer being left in there would be for those situations where it just wasn't the right fit. Maybe they felt like they needed to be closer to home for personal reasons, but it shouldn't take more than one change to figure that out, and then leaving it up to, again, if there's a change at head coach as the other reason to why a player would leave.
Right.
Because in the current moment, they can leave and then play the following week at a different school.
Yes.
And I also think you should limit the amount of people that are allowed to leave one certain team a year.
Yeah, that's definitely true. As far as the transfer portal should have this. If there is an example for how to kind of bottleneck, and not bottleneck, but kind of regulate the transfer portal, this is probably the biggest example this year to regulate the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I don't mind necessarily
some rules that need it.
Yeah, because unlike some people, I don't care as much about the NIL and the money that they're essentially paying the players to go to certain programs.
Which to be fair, the NCAA, like I said, has been making bank off of student athletes for years now, for decades now.
Yeah.
It is high time that student athletes should be treated as like employees, should be treated, if they're going to school to not only get an education, but now they're participating in athletics to try to get a better career, it should be treated like an apprenticeship. So yes, I agree that they should get paid.
I think they should get a similar revenue share of
they should get a revenue share of
of jersey sales specifically, and
jersey sales, merchandise, yes, merchandise, and also payment, they should get paid too.
Yeah,
exactly. It should get some form of payment at least, not a whole lot, but as far as
I could see cutting a percentage check to the players of like say ticket sales. I don't know how much ticket sales are for
Here's
college
the
games.
thing. Here's the thing. Like maximum percentage was to stay around like 5 or 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that getting a sheer like straight dollar amount for to one player to play, like especially some of these players that rack up millions to the point where it's almost like if they're going to be a 6th or 7th round draft pick, but if they can make $1 million through NIL, they have no incentive to even go to the league.
Yeah. And by the way, a little
Like
bit of a correction.
In college
A little bit of a correction. Anywho, guys, it's time to get away from the round table, and we need to get into the future by going to the past. Let's talk about Week 14 because we got games to review. But before we do that, I did spin the magic wheel, and congratulations, Ryan. You won a bonus point for our jersey entry.
All right.
I have like the most tickets, but haven't won the bonus ticket.
That'll be coming. That'll be coming, man. Anywho, which by the way, that is true, Billy. You have a lot of entries,
and yet not even a single bonus.
All right, let's get to Week 14. Let's break down the games. And Keith, I do apologize. I was wrong / right. The Steelers did face the Browns because the Steelers beat the Brownies 27-14. Hi, Yinzer. How you doing? I'm okay. Still at the Super Bowl. All right, get out of here. All right, the Saints barely squeak by the New York Giants 14-11. The Miami Dolphins chum up the New York Jets 32-26. As Billy had said, the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans in probably one of the most boring games ever, 10-6.
Kevin and I was on the you-know-what hotline during that game.
Yeah, I feel for you, man. Here's an honorary pat on the shoulder, man. They're there.
Oh, well.
They're there.
Oh, well. But before we end the show, can I talk about something that Kevin brought to me?
Yes. We'll do that after bold predictions, okay?
Okay.
All right. In the Kirk Cousin Bowl, the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Atlanta Falcons 42-21. The Philadelphia Eagles barely defeated the Carolina Panthers 22-16.
Yeah, in a shameful game.
Shameful. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 28-13. The Seattle Seahawks proved my point, and that Kyler Murray can't win a big game. This was supposed to be a big game for him, as the Seahawks beat the Cardinals 30-18. The San Francisco 49ers defeated Caleb Williams and the Bears 38-13. The Los Angeles Rams defeated the Buffalo Bills in a Superman-type effort by Josh Allen, proving that he should be in top consideration for the MVP this year, 44-42. The Kansas City Chiefs, summoned their voodoo magic and ref ball and defeated the Los Angeles Chargers 19-17. Fuck you, Spanos. The Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Dallas Cowboys 27-20. And on Thursday Night Football, in potentially the greatest game, the Los Angeles Rams defeated the San Francisco 49ers 12-6.
Did the Rams use up all their touchdowns in that game against the Bills? Because they didn't have anything left.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Nope. I am spinning the wheel right now because that is the end of our week 14 breakdown. And of course, I forgot to give our affiliate that our week 14 and our roundtable was, of course, brought to you by Duke Cannon Supply Company. The holidays are approaching, and Duke Cannon, of course, has the bundles for you to keep yourself clean. Check out. It says the Army Navy game has come. Why don't you get the Army Navy soap to celebrate the occasion of the American classic? Of course, don't forget about the holiday bundles with the lump of coal and other bundles that they have, especially for your beard. So, but don't just take my word for it. Use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Sure to channel some love for Duke Cannon Supply Company. All right. Spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel. He is not here. Stop. Yeah, come on. You can do it. You can do it.
Another person who's not here.
Yep. Well, it finally landed on a person who is here. Me. But Billy,
What?
you're gonna love this.
Oh.
So let us enter our bold predictions, because now that we are getting closer and closer to the end, the Lucky Wheel has decided we are going to start with Billy, Keith, Ryan, and myself to give us that bold predictions as determined by the Lucky Wheel. Invasion points are still available. Remember, you only get one. So, Billy, to start us off, we have the Baltimore Ravens facing off against the New York Giants. 14.5 points to Baltimore. And by the way, before we get started, reminding our viewers, we're not
gambling
expert
experts.
Football. Please gamble responsibly. Baltimore is favored by 14.5. Billy, give me that bold.
Nothing too bold. It's just going to be a blowout.
Baltimore favored.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan. I said Ryan or I said Keith? I think I said Ryan.
Keith.
Oh, it's Keith. Sorry, Keith. I have Carolina, hosting Dallas. Carolina is favored by a point. Who have you got?
I'll definitely go with Carolina.
And that is.
Hang on, Cobra. Correction. Carolina is favored by 3 points according to ESPN.
Thank you, Billy. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, Billy. Excuse me. Obviously, we have no objections. Okay, Ryan.
Yep.
I have Kansas City versus Cleveland. Kansas City is favored by 6.5.
I think the Chiefs continue their streak of devil magic and end up winning this game. And I think it's actually gonna be a close game, similar to some of the other games recently. I'm gonna say this one ends up being let's say, a 4-point win for the Chiefs.
All right. And as for me, I have the Miami versus Houston. They have Houston favored by 2.5, but I'm going with the upset here. I am going Miami.
All right.
No objections? Billy.
Actually, you know what? I'll object. I think Houston wins this one, actually. No.
All right.
I'll get a last-minute objection in there.
All right, no problem. Billy, I hate to give this to you. Yep, it's the second Tank Bowl. The first one was Dallas, Carolina. The second Tank Bowl.
Hey, I don't think the Cowboys Carolina game can be considered a tank bowl. Neither team's eliminated from the playoffs.
Carolina
neither
is.
teams are-
Carolina is. Carolina
No,
is.
no.
Carolina's
No,
not
they're not.
mathematically eliminated yet.
Really?
It's like
The only team
technicality.
in the NFC that is I think the Giants. I think are the only NFC team officially eliminated.
Right.
Yeah,
But I think this one could be considered a tank bowl. The New York Jets against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jets favored by 3, Billy.
Yep, both teams are eliminated from the playoffs, so that one's good.
hot take. This game ends in a tie.
Ooh, hot take.
I think somebody wins this one.
And I'm objecting to that. I am saying that it's going to be the Jets.
Oh, that is such an easy objection to
crashing
make.
their way out of Duval.
Yes, plane crash. Just like Marshall, they're gonna plane crash themselves to Aaron Rodgers going to Minnesota.
Yep, because it's destiny. Okay. Keith.
What you got for me?
Washington versus New Orleans. Washington favored by 7.5.
Since I got a Washington fan like 3 feet away from me, I gotta go with Washington.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yep.
I was about to ask, are you being held hostage?
Nope, it's his wife. Valerie's a Washington fan, and hey, I can relate.
Okay, so yes, he is being held hostage. You got it.
Yes, he is held. Yes, he doesn't have a gun back. He doesn't have a gun pointed to his back of his head. Yeah.
Anywho, so
Well, that might be the only weapon Washington's seen in a while.
ooh. Anywho, Ryan, I'm doing this.
You're giving me the Colts Broncos?
I'm giving you Colts Broncos.
All right, well, I was just looking at win
Denver's
percentage on
favored
this
by
one.
4.5. Denver's favored by 4.5.
Come on,
Well,
12-5.
I think we avenge our preseason loss to them, and I think we go ahead and take the win here.
Any
And by we, I do
objections?
mean the Colts. Colts
Objection.
win.
Billy objects. Yes.
12-5
surprised.
still. 12-5 stays alive no matter what you think.
Yes. For Joey Overstreet. 12-5 for Denver.
Bo
No.
Nix, offensive rookie of the year.
Colts win
Wow.
this game. They lose to the Chargers in 4 days, and the Colts go to the playoffs if the Broncos lose this game and the game to the Chargers in 4 days.
All right. Yep. And I have Cincinnati versus Tennessee. I have Cincinnati not only winning but blowing out the Tennessee Titans. If you can't beat Mac Jones, how in the blue hell are you going to beat Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase? Like, yeah,
I get it. Blue because their logo's blue.
Hey, someone got the pun. All right.
And their logo's on fire too, so double meaning.
Okay, you inbred Colt.
Okay, hey, easy now, easy. Okay. Now we have the Battle of Pennsylvania, Billy. Pittsburgh versus Philadelphia. Why are those Ratbirds favored by 5? Dallas got Super Bowl. Give me that ball.
Okay, I would like to change my objection.
You're picking this one.
Yeah, you can't object to it.
You can't object to your own pick. This is your game, man. You got to pick this one.
Oh, I picked this one?
Yeah, this is your pick. Yeah. That's why I said, okay, Billy. This is on you. Your turn.
I wish I'd saved my objection for that tie game that somebody called.
I already took it. I took it.
Well, yeah, I know you took it, but I'd already used mine before it came up.
Picking this game is like cutting your hands or cutting your feet.
Valid.
Because it's two insufferable fan bases.
Be careful, we have an Eagles fan in chat.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
Steelers.
honestly, it could probably count for 3 insufferable fan bases because I think Philly counts as 2.
Ouch. Ouch.
What? You've got the insufferable fans when they win, and you've got the insufferable fans that tear apart their stadium when they lose.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Hey, we're not talking about Raiders fans, okay?
Raiders fans haven't felt what winning was for months.
You haven't felt what winning was for years. Okay.
They're about to announce. They're about to announce the Heisman.
Okay.
Heisman announcement.
We're gonna pump the brakes. Who's winning the Heisman, Billy?
Not yet. Let's just do our bold predictions first, then I'll announce it.
And then when it happens, I will announce the pause. All right, Billy, we're on Philly Pitt.
I say Steelers are going to lose this game.
You take that back! You take that back!
No! No, go back to the basement, you bastard!
Okay, so Billy is saying Philadelphia covering the spread. Yinzer is upset. He is screaming down the hallway. It smells like Iron City and rusted IROC Camaro exhaust. Oh, poor Yinzer. He feels so bad. Okay, Keith.
Yep.
I have Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers favored by 2.5.
I'm going to take Chargers because they need a good one right now.
All right. Okay, Ryan.
Do I get game of the week?
Nope, that's me. Unfortunately, you got New England versus Arizona. Arizona is favored by 6.5.
Yep, game of the week right there.
Middle finger up.
All right. I'm gonna say that the fans are gonna lose this game.
Oh, yeah, we know this. So
yeah, that's the foregone conclusion. I'm gonna say though, I think Drake May comes out as the better rookie between him and Marvin Harrison, and I think that's gonna make the difference.
Okay, so who's winning?
So Patriots win.
Ooh, hot take. Last chance for objection before Monday Night Football, other than Buffalo Detroit.
Drake May, I think, looked very impressive when I got to see him play in person 2 weeks ago at the at Gillette Stadium, and
nice.
Yeah.
All right, and now I have the true game of the week. You know, potentially the Super Bowl preview for this year. I have the Buffalo Bills coming into Ford Field against the Detroit Lions. Detroit is favored by 2.5 against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm going Bills.
They announced
Object.
it.
Oh.
Keith, you object?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, man.
Hey, I know it's probably only 2 points, but I guarantee they cover the 2 points.
Yeah, all right. So Detroit winning, covering the spread. All right. All invasion points are tallied. And we have breaking news, Billy.
Yep, breaking news. Your 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. The first, is he technically the first dual position player to win the Heisman?
No. There was another one.
Yeah. Travis Hunter has won your 2024 Heisman.
Congratulations, Colorado Buffalo, Travis Hunter. Congratulations.
And yet his girlfriend kind of looks like Angel Reese. No offense.
Hello. Okay, everyone. All invasion points are in we are on Monday Night Football. So classic bold prediction. So glad. Yep, it is a back-to-back doubleheader Monday Night Football this week.
Did we even talk about the Packers game?
They're on a bye.
No, they're playing the Seahawks on Sunday night.
Yeah, they're playing Seahawks on Sunday night.
Wait, did I miss that?
Yeah, Sunday Night Football, Seahawks Packers.
Fuck! I did. I'm sorry. Billy,
Dumbass.
Seahawks Packers.
Packers.
I think Green Bay is favored on that one. So, all right.
Yeah.
I forgot to put down the odds. That is my B completely. All right.
Dumbass.
I will acknowledge that that's B.
To buy against it would not be the Seahawks.
Yep, that is my B. Either way, invasion points are in. We are on the doubleheader Monday Night Football, and all I got to say is the original bold prediction is in. Billy, because we left off on you will be going after. You will be going after Ryan. You have been reverted back to the bottom of the list. So we're going to start with Keith, Ryan, Billy, and myself. It is a doubleheader Monday Night Football. We are going to start with Chicago versus Minnesota. Minnesota is favored by 7. Keith, who you got?
Minnesota the whole night.
All right.
They're
Ryan.
gonna walk away with the game.
It's Minnesota and the Bears.
Yep, Minnesota's favored by 7.
I'll say Minnesota, but I don't think they cover the spread. I think it's another close game like what we saw earlier this year.
All right, Billy.
If we get a repeat of fucking last year's game, I think the NFL will be non-existent in 50 years from now.
Which game last year?
The last year between the Bears and Vikings Monday Night Football game.
Oh, okay.
However, we
play
know
twice a year.
We know that the Vikings didn't have a good starting quarterback.
Don't disrespect Josh Jobs.
I will. I'm not disrespecting the Pastronaut. Okay. All right, Billy.
No. The Vikings were like the Challenger space shuttle. Heyo.
I feel like they were more like Columbia. Disintegrated on re-entry.
Vikings.
Yep. And I'm going that way as well. Minnesota, definitely. Like the Bears don't have it, and you can blame the McCaskies on that. And now, last game, Atlanta versus Vegas. Atlanta's favored by 4.5. Keith.
Atlanta.
Ryan.
Las Vegas.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Atlanta.
Wait. Okay. So Billy said Las Vegas. Ryan's going Atlanta.
Here's the reason why I'm choosing Las Vegas. It's because
I want to hear this.
Because Kirk Cousins has fallen off a fucking cliff.
He has. I do agree with that. But I will say this. I still have to say Atlanta. I still have to.
I think 20% of Kirk Cousins can beat Vegas in their current state.
Vegas in their current state is just not good at all.
Yeah, they need to go back to their old state of Oakland, California.
Yep.
Yeah, my high school team could take Vegas.
Oh, and by the way, Billy.
Is it over?
It's over, but before we get to you, 1 minute. I just did the spin. Congratulations. Bonus point to Billy.
Yes!
All right. The floor is yours, Billy, before we close out.
Okay, apparently I got this from Barstool Rocky Top. Apparently the Ohio State director, whatever the fuck his name is, It's because I don't give a shit for what his name is. It's all I care is planting the volunteer flag back in front of the Ohio State logo just to give a giant middle finger to that fucking House of Representative member who tried to pass the Sportsmanship Act. Nobody gives a shit about sportsmanship. All we care about is cocaine, liquor, and hoes. But here's the thing. Other than them playing Fortnite on the big screen, and apparently the Ohio State ticket get promo code got leaked. Yeah, it got leaked. So therefore, or a bunch of Tennessee fans are buying up tickets from the Horseshoe.
All right.
And the athletic director and president are basically like, please do not sell your tickets. Do not sell your tickets at all. And my response is, checkerboard that fucking Horseshoe. It'll be filled with orange and white, and it will be and it will have French's mustard. We will plant the flag of Tennessee and French's mustard onto midfield logo, yelling out "Allahu Rocky Top" as we face Oregon in the Rose Bowl.
Beautiful. Yes. I join my friend and volunteer Billy in committing this. Let's go. And that is it for our podcast tonight. And of course, it is brought to you by Fanatics. The holidays are approaching. Playoffs are abound, whether it be college or the NFL. So why don't you grab yourself a jersey, grab yourself a hat, support your favorite franchise. And the NHL season is upon us as well. Get yourself a jersey for the game there too. But trust me, because it's the holidays, they definitely have sales going on. But don't just take my word for it or Billy's. Use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love.
Well, I was about to say, if you want the perfect Christmas gift for your Houstonian friends, just get them a custom Tennessee Oilers jersey that has the number 96 and has Bud Adams' name on the back.
Yeah, really, really drive it home that, I'm with you on that.
I already know what my next jersey is going to be.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Wow, Keith.
Nope, not an Eagles jersey.
Yep, it's probably going to be Andrew Luck. Anywho, before we start wrapping up, we of course have to thank our affiliate sponsors. Of course, Bulletproof Coffee, Dr. Watch, Sleeves, W Energy, Fubo TV, Century PC, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, Raw Nutrition, Duke Cannon Supply Company, and Fanatics, who have been helping us in our never-ending goal to provide you with sports content. Please check out.
I just saw ESPN's post about the Heisman. They called Travis Hunter a full-time defensive player.
Anywho,
come on, ESPN.
Get out of here, ESPN. That's why you listen to us, not ESPN. We also want to remind you about our other podcasts as well. The Lap Down, Biscuits and Penalties, and the Dirt and Turf podcast as part of the Social Sports Pad Network conglomerate. Also like to thank on Discord, Newt City, that Billy is a part of, for collaborating with us as always. And I am Cobra. And on behalf of Ryan, Keith, and Billy, we will see you on the field.
Hoot, hoot.